Today's progress. This is Darren's cousin's car. We have to convert it from auto to manual. I pretty much removed everything right now. Then I have to start adding. But the only thing I have to add is really just the pedals, because I have to add the brake and the clutch pedal, the clutch master cylinder and the slave. So this is all that it got removed from that car. You can see the shifter. The pedal is right there. A lot of times people, they don't do the pedal, they just cut it, but that's not the way to do it, because on the manual ones they kind of like shift a little bit towards the gas pedal, so it's actually in the middle. You can cut that pedal, but it would be really hard to drive. I've driven cars that they just cut the pedal and they leave smaller pedal. You can see this on the manual ones, it's kind of slanted more this way, so it's more in the middle here. So pretty much this will go this way and here, so it grabs it in the middle. So I could have cut the pedal, but it's not right, because you'll kick this a lot when you're trying to hit the clutch. For some reason, he just called me and said, when he saw the last video that I was pulling the engine out, he called me and said, hey, hold on, because I came across a good deal on a B16 head. And so that's what he's going to do. He's going to do LSV now, and that's going to be a little bit more work, so I have to charge him a little bit more, because otherwise this car would be done like tomorrow. But now I have to take the engine apart and do the head and do the oil lines and all that, tap the head, because the head it's virgin, it hasn't been tapped, so or plugged. So that's what I'll be doing. If any of you guys out there needs AC parts, these are all good working AC parts, power steering pump, anything that you guys out there might need. I know there was a time where I was in need of a shifter. It's an automatic shifter. They're everywhere, but if you pay the shipping, I'll just let you guys have them. Bunch of AC lines too, cruise control, stock mounts, and whatnot. If anybody's doing a manual to auto conversion, I can sell you that pedal or let you have it. So yeah, all right, you can barely see, so I decided to record this. This car has everything. You guys remember this car? I've been pulling a lot of parts off, and it still has a lot of good parts. I paid almost nothing for it, and I have a lot of parts still left in it. And I'm glad I got it, because it's the only one I have that's manual. Most of them are automatics. Like that one just came in. It's an EX, but it's automatic. Engine's good, transmission's good, and the body's crap, but the interior's clean too. But this one's manual. I'm gonna remove the clutch line. It has the master cylinder, the little reservoir thing. It has the line all the way to the transmission. I'm gonna get the pedals, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. And you guys, I don't know if you guys seen it on the video, but this thing has a mint. I'm gonna tell Darren to tell his cousin if he wants to jump on this deal. It's got rear disc on the back from an EM1. This was an EM1 clone, and it has a EM1 interior too. So this is what I was telling you guys. This is what I was talking about. You see how the pedal kind of curves to the side? Well, the automatic one was straight. If I was to leave it, it would be like almost here. They would be so close, like an inch or so apart from each other. Just the clutch and the brake. But I'm gonna pull this pedal out. I'm gonna do it the right way. I don't want him to be slamming on the brakes at the track or when he's trying to shift. So this is just the better way to do it, or the right way to do it. So I'm gonna get to it, and I'll show you guys when I have it all ready to get put together. All right, I went ahead and removed those from that donor car on the back. If you guys don't know, some of you guys might know, some of you guys might not, but this is a very easy solution or setup, or however they want to call it, or swap, DIY. The reason is because Honda makes these bodies. It's pretty much universal, even though it's automatic. Everything is there. Like, that's the clutch line, the clutch master with the reservoir, and it goes to the slave. And all the bolts, like all the brackets, the bolts or studs for the brackets are all there. You can see right there, the holes are already pre-made. So it's gonna be really easy. Also on the inside is the same thing.
Move the TV for a little bit.
Yep. And yeah, makes it so simple. So all this, just right now, I'm just gonna put those in there, put the nuts, then but first the pedals go first. Before anything, the pedals go first. And to remove them, the pedals are last. So you remove those first, and then the pedals, because obviously the pedals stay in there. You have less room. So right now I'm gonna put the pedals first, and then I'm gonna put the slave in. The clutch master cylinder. So, and it's very easy. It's not rocket science. This one only has one spring. That's the brake, has one spring, and then that stud that goes across, or the bolt. And then that one, it goes in there. And like I say, it's very easy. There's one on the top. Those two go over there, and that's it. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and I went ahead and put everything that he bought, and I was excited because I thought this was gonna be easy in and out. Today is Wednesday, and this car we were planning on racing it Friday, which I had all today and tomorrow to put it together. But there is a big but. This is one of the reasons why the Honda scene, or the Honda, it gets burned out really fast for people that they don't know what they're doing, and they buy a bunch of parts, and then they get expensive. Parts are expensive, and then turns out they ended up not buying the right ones, or they end up not needing what they bought. This guy said he ordered the mounts. He did order the mounts, but these mounts are not for EK. These mounts are for EG or DC. So he bought the wrong mounts. So now it's supposed to be 3 mounts. He only shows up with 2. Like, what am I gonna do with that? So, but other than that, the distributors here, ECU, clutch, intake. He bought that cluster for that car. Head gasket, dowel pins, offsetted dowel pins, sandwich plate, vtec solenoid, head gasket, all that. Everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good, but the mounts, I've been scrambling for parts, see if I can come across them, and the only thing I was able to find was this. This one's ours. It's from the hatchback that we bought with Jose a while back. And then that one also is for an EK. So that's what he needs. He was with the mount kit that he was gonna buy. It was supposed to be with one of that, one of those, and one of these. So I have those myself, and then I'm gonna have to mismatch them. I'm gonna have to use one of those on the rear. And these, I don't know what they're for. I found them, but they're not for this car. Well, yeah, that one is. So I'm probably gonna have to use these 2, and then find the one that probably use that one. This one goes here, and the post mount I'm gonna have to. I have T brackets, but these are all B series T brackets, but these are not EKs. These are all EGs, and then that goes on the back. So anyways, I'm gonna have to borrow that T bracket and the post mount from the EK hatch that I bought from Jose, with Jose, to finish it, and hopefully I can get it all together today. Now I'm just hoping he bought the right clutch. I mean, I have the mounts. I was gonna use those stock mounts, but he wanted aftermarket, but he said he got them and he got the wrong ones. So now I have to sell him aftermarket mounts that I have laying around from another car. So his bill starts getting higher and higher, and then that's when they don't like it. But that's because they buy the wrong parts. So, Yeah. All right, we're back. Today's another day. Yesterday the phone died. I couldn't really record it. I really wanted to finish it, putting it together. It's all assembled now. But now we're back to taking a step back because I wasn't supposed to be doing this, but I gotta do it because the car cannot leave my shop having an exhaust leak. Not only that, but I don't think that the manifold is gonna hold. That exhaust manifold it's only gonna hold by one bolt. So it's a no-brainer. Right now is the moment to do it. I don't want my name to be out there saying, hey, you know what, he knew it was like that and he didn't do it. So I have to fix it and I have to charge him for it. I don't want to record that because it's a no-brainer, but that's how you do it. And then once I record that, once I finish with that, I'm gonna keep recording. Went ahead and pre-drilled all those, the ones I told you guys. They're all ready to go. Usually what I do is I will put thread locker on the outside, thread them in and leave them, let them sit overnight or whatnot, and then they will get sealed in there pretty good. So like I said, I had to do them all of them. The only one that was good was that one. So it took me about, I don't know, a couple hours to do all that. So it takes time. It's time consuming. This engine has been, it was supposed to be in and out really quick, but like I said, he changed his mind. He went LSV, so you got to do it all and you got to do it right. Tap the head. It's tedious, time consuming stuff. The transmission's already washed. It's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mate them together. Then I'm gonna drop it down, put it on that, lift the car, and continue. So I'm gonna throw you guys in a time lapse. Okay, so I didn't record a bunch of stuff because the phone was, you know, it kept dying and whatnot. But the engine is in. Everything went well. We are at probably, I don't know, 70-80% finished. The only thing left right now would be the downpipe, the shift linkage. I was trying to finish this car to race it today. Today's Friday night street legals at our local racetrack. But I'm not gonna be able to. The reason is because unless my brother comes back, but even then I still need to wire a bunch of other stuff. I still need to do the shift linkage. I went to sleep late last night. I was trying to get it finished, but it's not gonna be doable because we still need the coolant lights and the radiator and whatnot. And it's kind of scary because the bill keeps getting higher and higher. So another thing is Cousin Danny's car. We don't have cars to race because like I said, I've been working in other people's cars. We were supposed to be finished with that Integra to race it, but we didn't. Cousin Danny's car developed a rod knock. He showed up. Well, the car showed up and it has a hole. He made a hole. He said it started making a loud noise and it started misfiring. So yeah, there you go. Rod knock sent it. When you guys turbocharge an LS, do not go past 14 pounds. They don't like it. Very low mile engine, grenaded. They don't like it. They are safe at 12, 14 pounds. You're pushing it, but anything above that, they're gonna pop. Anything below that, this thing had already seen 2 seasons. This was gonna be the 3rd season, no issues. But cranked up the boost, and yeah. Develop a rod knock, shredded the piston, the rod let go. So we called them and I asked them, hey, the car ran and still ran and drove here. I called them and asked them, hey, can I borrow your shell? I have that B20 that's gonna go on that Integra, or I have another LS outside. Can I borrow your shell so I can race the car this weekend? I called him, he said, go ahead. If you are, just be careful with the transmission because that is a GSR LSZ transmission. That's so far no issues. So just be careful with the transmission. The engine's yours. It's up to you. But the transmission is the expensive one right now. As long as I take care of that transmission, I don't miss shift or 1-2-1. I should be fine. and very, very impressed. While I was dealing with the axles, my brother drove the car back in, and he got it out in probably, I don't know, 30-40 minutes. He got the whole thing out. So that I mean, I got goosebumps. I was like, man, I've been teaching these guys for forever, and I've always been, telling them, giving them advices, and I feel like it pays off when you need help from them. They actually know what they're doing, and they don't know it all. I don't either, but we gather information and whatnot, and we share it, and it's pretty cool. My other brother's done with his B20, but he's not going to be racing it because that would be Vince out there. Because he let Mikey borrow the map sensor, and Mikey's car got dynoed with his map sensor, and Mikey ordered him another map sensor, a 4-bar, but it's not the same, and you have to go through all that process. And he didn't want to do it. He says he wants to go E85 and boost by gear, so he says it's not worth it. I already know what the car runs. What's the point of damaging that engine again? So I think personal run at the track, it's been a 7-8. I'm gonna see if I can break that or break another engine, but I'm gonna break something, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. All right, so man, thanks to my brothers. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. I got the engine all wrapped up, then Vince showed up, and then Sam helped me. We all three put it back together, and one of the students, Tommy, we put it all together. Car's running good. I went and test drove it. So I gotta leave. It's 7:30 something. The racing already started. My buddy Mikey, he keeps calling me, are you coming over? Are you coming over? Yes, I'm on my way. And he just called me right now, dude, there's like 30 or 40 challengers. There's something going on up there. So we're gonna go and we're gonna have fun with them. So I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. So let's go to the racetrack. This thing cruises really good. It has a GSR LSD transmission. It is a daily driver. Not a daily driver, but it's a street legal car. He has plates, insurance. Yeah, when he blew it, he was just driving it around, and he said somebody was messing with his boost controller. He drove it, and he said it made no boost, so he started tweaking with it, and then all of a sudden, kaboom. When I took it for a test drive, it was seeing like 18 to 20 pounds of boost. It was creeping all the way to that 20. So right now I have it at 12. I'm gonna leave it at 12 because I think that's fair. That's more than enough. Maybe on the last few runs I might crank it a few turns, see if I can do like 14 or 15 pounds, but I don't want to go past over that. It's a pump gas, and I don't want to abuse. I don't want to blow it. I want to drive it back home. So yeah, the track is not that far. It's across town. It's probably like 4 miles from my place, 5 maybe. That's Jamal and Aaliyah. On yours?
Did you bring a pen?
What's up?
Did you bring a pen?
No.
Sam didn't either.
And Mikey wasn't playing around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's another one coming over there, 16. Oh. quite a bit of challengers, so I don't know, we're gonna piss people off tonight. Sam in his mini bike. And there's another challenger. Alright, let me park. I gotta put my slicks. And then Aaliyah's here. Aaliyah. But they don't have any slicks either, so this thing probably runs like 9s or so. Alright.
I don't know. I haven't watched them all.
You haven't watched them all?
There's a black one that's fucking.
Oh, I bet you it's that one. That black one right there with the green stripes? Yeah, he looks fast. He has some big slicks on the back.